Good morning, fellow YouTubers. It's Sunday morning, the 28th of July 2024, and I'm just off out for another adventure with my dog. I've got Bay in the back there, he's just sitting patiently waiting. Right, last week on Sunday I went to Kielder Forest and I started walking along the cycle track that leads over from Kielder Forest in England over to Burn over in Newcastleton in Scotland on the border. So this week I'm going to go at the opposite side of the trail and start off from Burn at Newcastleton end and start walking up the track until I come to the green signs where it tells you 17 miles to go over towards Kielder water. That's where I was last week, and I did a little bit of the trail and put it up on Walking Northumberland site. So that's why I'm going back this morning. So once again I can go to somewhere where it's remote, quiet, peaceful, no livestock, no cattle, no horses, no sheep, and I can let Bear off his leader and he can just run about freely without any worrying about traffic, this, that and that, because it's very quiet and remote. And I'll be walking along Forestry Commission tracks and doing a circular walk this morning. So I've just pulled around the corner from me house to my local post office there, and I'm going to set off down Prince Edward Road there past the Nook shops and start my journey. Right, so without further ado, we'll get away, so bye for now. Okay, I've come along the A69 and I've taken the slip road off to go to Ovingham and Wylam, and then I've gone across the top of the A69 and come up onto this road here, the B6318, and I'm heading towards that big roundabout at the moment where there's a huge pub on the roundabout, but now it's like a coffee shop. So I'm going straight over towards Chollerford and I'm going to follow the B6318 all the way over to Greenside, and that's where the direction I'm heading for the journey I'm doing today. Right, so bye for now. Okay, I've done 45.9 miles and I'm just coming across the big pub on the left hand side of the road called Twice Brewed. So I've just got a few more miles to go along to Greenhead, then I'll be turning right and go through Greenhead, then continuing along. Eventually I'll just continue on this road further on. My destination today is Newcastleton in Scotland, and go to the other side of the trail where I was for last week. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. Right, I've come right away along the end of the road there and I've come down a hill into the small village of Greenhead, where I'm going down to the bottom and the crossroads, and I'm going to be turning right and heading into, I can't think of the name at the minute, it won't come to us, but that's my next part of the destination. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now. It's 7:34 AM in the morning, this Sunday morning, the 28th of July 2024. I've done 53.7 miles from South Shields, and I'm just going through the village of Gillsland. That's the name I couldn't think of, it was just dead, couldn't get it in my mind. But I'm going through Gillsland to the Bridge Inn pub and turn right, then I'm just going to continue along the road towards getting to Newcastleton in Scotland to do my walk along Burn with the dog. Right, so without further ado, I'll just continue through the village here. So bye for now. Okay, it's just after 7:30 in the morning, Sunday morning, and I've just drove through Gillsland and came over the stone bridge by the pub called the Bridge Inn, and I've come up the bank here and then I've turned left to go towards Kirkenbeck, 7.25 miles, West Hall, Brampton and Carlisle on the B6318. So I'll be going right the way along the end of this road to as far as you can go, and then I'll be bearing right and then start going uphill and keep going up and up and up, and that's what takes you over towards Newcastleton in Scotland. So I've just pulled over here and I'm going to let the dog out in a second for a wee, but I just wanted to put all these signposts on video. So I've just come through Greenhead and heading through Gillsland, and like I say, I've just come over the stone bridge there from the pub called the Bridge Inn pub and start to go uphill towards where you'd go up to Gillsland Spa Hotel, and I've turned left here like I say, and now I'm going to go right the way along this road here towards Kirkenbeck. Right, I've turned right at the bottom there and I'm heading towards Kirkenbeck. It was 1.25 miles from that last signpost, and now I've come across the sign for Kirkenbeck. So I'm going to be going down the hill there and just continue along this road and keep heading towards Road Head, it's called. And that's where you go to the top of the bank and then it just starts dropping down very, very steep and keep going down towards the flats. And then I'm getting close to my destination then at NEWCASTLETON. Right, so bye for now. It's 8:04 AM in the morning, the Sunday morning, the 28th of July 2024, and I'm just coming along the road then. I've stopped here before at this old bit of a pub that I don't know if it's open still, but it's got a huge car park as you can see, so I can pull off the road. And I've just let the dog out and he's just done his business in the long grass there as usual. So that's got something else off my mind, because I always worry about the dog when you first get up and you start putting them in the car and doing long journeys. If they're dying for a poop or a wee, you know, so it's not fair. So I always think about letting the dog out. So I look for the best places. So at the moment, that's my next location here. Roadhead, 2 miles from here. Penton, 10 miles. So back there where I've just come from is Gillsland and Brampton. So like I say, I'm heading for NEWCASTLETON on the Scottish border, where you can walk through from KIELDER Forest, walk right over this way, 17 miles, and you'll get to there's green signs on the Forestry Commission track, and I'm going to walk towards them and put them on video and take pictures of them again, just to show people that were looking at me videos that I put up on Walking Northumberland. They can see where the trail brings you out on this side of the border. It's got its own little post box in the wall there. Right, so without further ado, I'll just jump back in the car and continue along that road there, going towards Roadhead. And then it takes you high up on a corner, and you bend around to the right, and then you just drop down steeply through the village. So that's my next part of my journey. Right, so I just thought I'd stop off and put this on video. So the dog's happy now, he's done his business. He'd not be desperate now, he's had a wheeze and poops. Right, so I'll bring you back further along the journey. Bye for now. Okay, I've done 66.3 miles from South Shields to here at Roadhead, where you can see the 30 miles an hour signs going into the village. So I'm going to the signpost straight ahead there on the left hand side, the telegraph pole pointing off to the right. So you go at the end of this road 100 odd yards, and then you bear right, and then you can look right down the way I'm going towards NEWCASTLETON, because it's like literally downhill from when you get around this corner and you start getting along past alongside the forestry, all the trees on the right hand side. So it's beautiful countryside driving down as well. And obviously if you want to take photographs, you take them from the top of this hill, because you can look right down and see for miles on a clear day. So it's beautiful countryside. Right, so without further ado, I'll continue with my journey. So bye. Right, so I've come down from those signs, Roadhead, where it says 30 miles an hour signs for to come into the village, and the road naturally bends round to the right, and then you've got the steep hill to come down, and I've come straight over the next junction at the bottom of the hill, and then you see these metal signposts here. So off to the left you've got Blackpool Gate and NEWCASTLETON. That's my location where I'm going, 8.5 miles. So I've got 8.5 miles to go, but it's about 8 because I'm not actually going into NEWCASTLETON. I'm just going to where the bridge crosses the Kirship Burn, and I'll be parking up there and taking the dog for a little bit of a walk around and film it before I go on with my journey. I just wanted to put those the metal signposts there to show you where I am. So I'm bearing around the left now and dropping down the hill to go through Blackpool Gate, half a mile. Right, so bye for now. Okay, so if there was ever a place to take photographs of the countryside, it's from here at the top of the hill, where you've got this Bumpery Road sign on the left, and you've got an access road into the forestry on the right, and you can see the white cottage in the distance there, about 2 miles away, 3 miles away, and that's where I'm heading, all the way down this road and just keep on going. And I'm not far off from my location now, but on a beautiful day, this is where you get some fantastic photographs right across there towards that white house on the right hand side of the road. Right, so bye for now. Okay, this is the side of the house that you can see way back there at the top of the hill where I stopped to show you where the best place for photographs. So basically I've travelled another 3 miles since I stopped there. I'm just going to continue along past this house now, and eventually I'll come to, there's a cottage on the left and you turn right and start heading up the hill. So I'm pretty close to my destination now. Right, so bye for now. Right, it's 8:33 AM in the morning, the Sunday morning, the 28th of July 2024, and I've just come down that very, very steep bank down to the stone bridge here. We have crossed over into NEWCASTLETON over the river Kership, which is just over there at the right, at the bottom of those trees. And there you have your sign, Scottish Borders. So if you continue round the right hand side there, go and follow that track right round, it takes you over to the village of NEWCASTLETON. But I'm just going to do a quick video to show you where I'm at. Right, so I'll just go back over this. I'll leave the dog in the car for now because obviously the sheep everywhere, and I'll have to put him on his leader and keep him on his leader. But you can see the sign over there saying Kership, Forestry, England. That's going back up the way. But I'm just going to go up onto the stone bridge and then point my camera back to where I parked the car. And this is the other end of the trail if you started walking from KIELDER Forest at Willowbog Cottage. The trail that I showed you on my videos, you walk right the way along here and it would bring you to this point on the map now. Right, so the river will be quite low and dry at the moment. You can see all the boulders because we obviously haven't had the rain, but when it's been pissing down the rain, you can't see this island in the middle because all the boulders and everything are covered in water. Bah! Right, so there you have Kership. Now, when I first started coming here, I was pronouncing it Kershope, as we Brits would. But one of the people looked at my videos, say you pronounce it Kersh, like Kersa. It's Kership, like burn, like Kersh up, burn. So thanks for that. But yeah, there's the where it's coming underneath the stone road bridge here. So it's a beautiful place. Now this is not my final destination though, I'm just stopping now to put this on video to show you that there's sheep everywhere. And on that side there where all those bricks and boulders are, that's where they set up the cycles for the pedal cycles competitions, where they go scrambling up and down the hills and over the boulders and something. There's quite a few turn up for it. Last year when I came here, there was loads turned up in vans and all that with their families. So it's obviously a big event every year. Right, so it's on the wooden post here, it's saying Kership Burn. So that's what this is, Kership Burn. So when I leave this point in time, I'm going to be getting onto this farmer's track and driving along about another mile. And then there's like a little lay-by on the left-hand side, because when you get to the far end, you can't go any further because you hit a concrete bridge. And there's a barrier gate shut and locked, so you can't go any further by vehicles. So I just park on the left-hand side, like this little lay-by now on your left, and walk over the bridge. Then I'll start to do my walk that I've come to do today, which is a Kership Burn walk. And I'll be doing a circular walk like I did before. We'll be going past this, it's like a big thick stone standing, and it's got it looks like a big hole that's been drilled through the centre of it. And round the hole there's the verses of a psalm. It's called, the song is Jerusalem. So I call it the Psalm Stone. That's P-S-A-L-M, Psalm Stone. But I just wanted to stop here and show you the beautiful area where people stop and have picnics and that when they come over here to NEWCASTLETON from Roadhead. So I've done 60, I think it's about 69 miles from South Shields to get here. And now I'm just going to go back to the car. We'll drive along that farmer's track about another mile later, saying park up, and then I can get the dog out, because there'll be no livestock along there on the Forestry Commission tracks. That's why I go where I go, so I can let him off comfortably off his leader and he can run about and get the exercise he needs. But this area is just nice to stop off for a picnic, because you can get to the river down there as well. Obviously when the grass is lower and being cut back, it's lovely, because that's a nice picnic site on the grassed area down there. Right, so back to the car. Now drive back over here, go over the bridge, turn left and drive along that track there about a mile, and then I'll park up. Right, so I'll stop recording for now and take a picture of the car by the Scottish Border sign there. It's 8:51 AM in the morning, the Sunday morning, the 28th of July 2024, and I've just parked the car up in the usual spot when I come along here. So, I mean, this track that I've come along is full of holes and it's stony, so you've got to drive over the bumps and the holes very, very gently. Even though I've got like a four-wheel drive, I still drive over very, very, very gently and just let the wheels drop down into the holes. And just drive over them gently till I get clear of them. Right, so this is where I always park when I come along here to do this Burn walk. So I'm just putting on video where you can't go any further, because on the right you've got a metal gate right across the road to stop you going any further that way, and on the left you've got the concrete bridge, and there's a barrier gate, mostly closed, on the other side as well. So I'll be walking along here in a minute once I lock the car up and get the dog out, and I'll start recording with me GoPro 9. But that's the way you go to the Bothy, Kership Head I think it's called. If you want to walk along to the Bothy, you go that way and just follow the road right the way along. But this is the concrete bridge, and there's the barrier gate shut on the other side, look. So that's why I've parked the car where I've parked it there, and just leave it there to come over here and walk over with the dog, and we'll start the journey. But basically what you're doing is you're parking up and you're following Burn all the way up here, and then just continue along the stone track here, up there and round the corner. And I'm going to walk along till I get to two green notice signs on the bottom corner, where it's telling you it's 17 miles to go back over towards where I was last week at Willowbog Cottage on the Bloody Bush Road. And if so, in other words, if you walk right over here on the cycle track, it brings you to here, NEWCASTLETON end. Right, so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to lock up the car now, come back to here, and then start my journey going up there, round to the right, and walk along the bottom stone track until I come to the green signs on the bottom corner, and I'll be turning left and going up the hill from them. So I'll put them on video just to help other people know exactly where I am, and if they want to come and do this journey as well. So as you can see, the river's low at the moment because we haven't had rain. Right, so back round to the car, lock it up, get the dog out, and I'll start recording with my GoPro 9, my journey. There's loads of puddles of rainwater so you can get a drink if it gets hot. It's warm, it's not hot, it's warm at the moment. There's a slight breeze. So perfect for walking. But yeah, I've gone that way before and I went to see the Kership Head Bothy. And some of the videos I watched to see how people got to it was absolutely ridiculous. They were going through thickets of bush and going up hills and everything. No tracks at all. But you can get to it by road, which I've done. Right, the dog will be all excited now. I'm going to jump out and get out and run about. But I'm going to go up there, round until those green signs on the floor, then turn left and go straight up the hill, and then just continue up until I get to that stone with the big hole drilled through it. with the psalm words inscribed into the stone. Right, so I'll bring you back. Bye for now.